Bonjour, bonjour. Bienvenue en direct sur le live, le premier live que l'on fait en direct depuis le château EDMUS. Très content de vous recevoir. Alors, je ne sais pas si ça marche bien ou pas, c'est la première fois qu'on fait ça. Parce qu'on avait une occasion spéciale, c'est qu'on a une personnalité qui est venue nous rendre visite aujourd'hui, c'est Raimonds Tomsons. Et donc, on est en pleine dégustation devant le château EDMUS. On est sur notre terrasse, là, au milieu de notre jardin. Et je vais vous montrer un tout petit peu nos vignes et aujourd'hui le temps qu'on a. Donc, on pensait qu'il y aurait peut-être de la pluie. Mais pour l'instant, on est passé entre les gouttes. On a de la chance. Ce qui fait qu'on s'est installé gentiment dehors avec toute l'équipe de Raimonds et avec Romain Bocchio que vous connaissez. Et donc on s'est installé ici pour une dégustation. Ça fait 1 heure qu'on déguste tous les vins du château EDMUS qu'on a pu trouver. Et il y aura quelques surprises puisque notamment Raimonds a dégusté le 2017, le premier millésime, le millésime qui sera rendu disponible en septembre. Je crois qu'il a bien aimé, quoi. Je crois que Leila, je vais devoir t'accepter ou non, je t'ai pas encore accepté. Si, ça y est, voilà. Je crois que
bonjour,
tu nous dois rejoindre. Bonjour Leila. Voilà. On n'a pas on n'est pas au même endroit.
Oui, non, on n'est pas du tout au même endroit, effectivement. Donc, mais bon, ceci dit, ça m'aurait plu d'être avec vous là pour le coup. Ah.
J'imagine, on a une belle journée à Saint-Émilion, tu vois. Enfin, même si c'est un peu orageux, on a eu un petit peu d'eau. La vigne est magnifique, ce que je sais pas si j'ai pu le voir, mais voilà, regarde, la vigne, elle est absolument sublime. C'est magnifique, ouais. Alors, tu as toujours des risques d'attaque de mildiou en cette saison, mais comme on a bien fait les choses, qu'on est en bio-organique, on a pu mettre les tisanes qui allaient bien la semaine dernière, et du coup, la vigne est totalement protégée, ça se passe bien.
Oui, je le vois.
On a quelqu'un derrière moi, je sais pas si tu le vois, il est là, avec qui on discute et on déguste depuis bientôt 1 heure. C'est passionnant. C'est très sérieux et très détendu à la fois. Tu vois, on est sur notre petite terrasse là
écoute,
devant le bâtiment principal.
J'ai l'impression qu'il... j'aurais dit qu'il goûtait un rosé, moi, mais de loin, là.
Tu parles de ça? Tu parles de cela? Il sort juste du frigo, comme on va le présenter. Et donc, on va ouvrir la bouteille numéro 15. Voilà. Et ça va être une première dégustation. Donc, tu vois, elle est bouchée. C'est sans filet. Donc, j'espère qu'il va aimer. Toujours dans notre travail, on ne sait jamais au final ce que ça va donner. Mais je vais me rapprocher. Et puis, on va ouvrir cette bouteille et je vais te présenter Raymond.
Allez.
Dans la foulée.
On va passer
en anglais.
Et puis,
On va passer en anglais. So we're going to switch to English. Because your French is terrible, and our Latvian is non-existent.
How are you?
So here.
Morning. So far, so good. Tasting in the vineyard.
Place to taste, of course. So I can introduce you if some people don't know who you are. You are the best sommelier of the world. Congratulations, Raimonds. From Latvia.
Thank you.
That's it? Latvia.
Latvia,
Lettonie in French.
Lettonie.
Riga. Exactement. So I wanted to ask you a first question. It's what has changed for you since you became best sommelier of the world, I think a few weeks ago in Paris?
Well, first of all, I think there are a lot of possibilities for me to travel around Europe and world and meet exciting people like today here. I'm always really well received and taken care of.
Yeah.
So, yes. Basically, that gives just a lot of great possibilities to travel and to explore, to learn every day. So you just need to choose wisely, and sometimes, you need to say no. But yeah, it gives a lot of possibility for you as a sommelier to travel, to inspire, to learn yourself, to motivate. And that's the beauty of this profession and this title as well, of course.
You are a best sommelier of Europe also, I think.
Yes, I was happy that I won it in 2017.
Yeah. I remember because I saw on YouTube, I think. Yeah. And I was also in Antwerp 4 years ago because I'm a Belgian, so I come from Belgium.
Ah, okay, yeah. Well, I'm sorry for that. That was not my best, let's say, best way of competing. But I'm very happy, that it happened like that, because sometimes, in order to feel the victory, you need to lose something, or you need to be challenged to see some kind of obstacles and difficulties. And very happy for Mark, who won in 2019, well-deserved winner. But for my side, it just really relieved some weak spots in me as a personality, as a sommelier, competing in front of big audience. And I think sometimes we forget a very essential part, the mental and physical health, which I totally skipped in 2019, but which I paid attention before 2023 Paris
and you were the best.
World competition. Yeah. So this is very.
So congratulations again.
Thank you.
Laurent told me that you had chosen to visit Chateau EDMUS. Why?
Yes.
It's a good question.
It's a good question. Well, I'm in good hands here of my friends from Sommelier International, Ari Salouche and his team. So basically, we were planning to go to Bordeaux already a few months back, and I assume they made the visit. And probably, Chateau EDMUS made some kind of already, attention and interest, I think globally. And it is a very exciting new project, as I learned today. Thank you to Laurent. And really exciting. And I think that's the beauty about the wine world and Bordeaux specifically, because Bordeaux has been considered always this classic, well-established region, which is, of course, great. But it's always exciting to see new and upcoming producers also in such classic and traditional market like Bordeaux is. So I think that's one of the reasons we are here and we are exploring and tasting. And, having
it's an excellent idea just to visit EDMUS for that. So, Bordeaux region is classic, traditional, but EDMUS is a new domain, a new estate, and a new winemaker, maybe new styles of vinification. So have you already tasted some wine this morning? Some wines?
Yes.
Yeah.
I can tell you exactly what we tasted. We tasted 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21.
Yeah, really?
So
really?
We went through the range. And, yes. Yeah. So we tasted the range, and I think it was very good quality. Despite all the innovations, when we were introduced, when we visited the cellar and winemaking, let's say, facility, which is just behind my back, as you can see, the name. I can say that really there's a class and a classic kind of fingerprint as well. The wines are not overly extracted. They always show this kind of freshness, red fruit character. Definitely we can feel the Cabernet Franc character in the wines with this kind of herbal spiciness and freshness to it. Great tension, energy, and having these kind of classic cedary, cassis leaf flavors as well, in what you expect usually in a great Bordeaux. Really well managed oak. I think that's part of the style of Bordeaux always historically. But here we don't speak about new too extracted oak flavors. So really fine, discreet oak, which adds a really nice dimension and complexity to the wines. So all in all, I think an exciting wine to discover.
Which was
for myself as well.
Your favorite vintage? Quel était ton millésime
My
préféré?
favorite, 2016. For its complexity, density, concentration, but also amazing freshness. I think the vintage has already proven to be a great aging potential, and these wines just confirm that. I really love the 2018. I think it's really charming and shining and having this kind of tempting ripeness without being overripe and with well-retained freshness as well on the finish. 19, 20, 21, still,
baby, yep.
We can call them baby. And I think the future will show what the wines will have. But yeah, probably to enjoy today, 16, 18, but also the 15, which was generous, sunny and solar. I think the wine is polished and starts to be enjoyable already now.
Did you taste 14? 14? No. Not today.
Not today.
No. Yeah.
We don't have any left. Sorry.
So.
Yeah, but we tasted. I mean, Raimonds tasted the 17, which will be released in September. And I think you had a good impression.
Yes, I think 17 is not considered the great vintage. You know, you can call it classic or slightly cooler. But I believe those vintages can deliver, first of all, better value in comparison, with high screaming vintages like 15, 16, 9, 10, 20, 22. We can see the price raise as well. But I think, these vintages are very often approachable very sooner. You don't need to wait too long, which is the beauty about wine in these dynamic world global conditions. And it delivers amazing freshness and tension, kind of chalky, vibrant tannin, red fruits, this kind of herbal spiciness, which gives a beautiful lift to the wine. It's not extracted. It's really easy to enjoy. And I think this is what we love about wine. When the bottle is opened, a glass is poured, you are looking for another glass. And Bordeaux is not the easiest wine to enjoy. But I think, 2017 is definitely a vintage to drink and enjoy and have the pleasure right now.
So September, we only have 2,500 bottles of it, so it will be on allocation.
Maybe just remember about the composition of the wine, Laurent.
So since 17, we moved from 50-50 Merlot Cabernet Franc to 80-20 to almost 50-50. So now it's very balanced between Cabernet Franc and Merlot, and we have something special today as well.
Of course.
Something which is you haven't tasted before. Sorry.
No.
So there's no trap. You tell your honest opinion. This is what is going to be released on the 15th in 2 days. This is the first time we made a rosé.
Why not?
Yeah.
Don't be afraid.
Rosé is booming.
Rosé from Bordeaux.
Rosé de Saignée en français. And I try to translate in English. Blood bleeding. Rosé de Saignée, blood bleeding. Bleeding,
yeah. Oh, macerate, bleeding, yeah. Bleeding off the juice.
So, Laurent, I think it's 100% of Cabernet Franc. That's it?
Yeah, exactly. It's 100% Cabernet Franc. So usually this is going to a Grand Cru. And maybe we were crazy enough to get it to a rosé. Of course, there is no rosé in Saint-Émilion, so we had to make it as Vin de France. But that's okay. That's okay. It's we take the risk. Of course, it's organic. It's bioorganic. There's almost we didn't add any sulfite into it, so some people will consider it as vin nature. we're not so fans about all the appellations, but this it would be called the vin nature.
Low intervention.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only
Low intervention.
300 bottles, I think.
382. Come on, we have 82 more.
81.
81 now, because the bottle number 15 is here. So, Raimonds, right? So,
yeah.
It's like for me, I think an exam. You just
You have,
work hard for a year and you submit your work to somebody, and then
yes,
you wait for the jury to.
And if you're wondering why I'm looking time for time down, I'm just making
I know. I guess. There's no problem, of course. You have to work. So you have to work. Yeah.
So the color. So you see the color. We are not in Provence at all.
No.
But that's fine. That's another. We wanted something gourmand. I don't know an English word for gourmand.
This color, okay, Tavel maybe has even a deeper color, but it's more like, rosado in Spain, rosado, or in Italy even. But beautiful color. And I think it's interesting that nowadays people buy rosé sometimes, not according to the label or bottle, but if they like the color, they buy the one, which is a bit sad, of course, from one perspective, because then, people are maybe sometimes paying too much attention on the bottle. It's in white glass, of course, which, as we know, is not the best solution. But since rosé is consumed within the actual summer, usually, or year, I believe there is no problem.
It is a gastronomic wine. So, what do you think, Raimonds?
Well, first, gastronomic, what this term actually brings out. But what I first when I smelled it, it's totally different, slightly different than maybe what would you expect from a very classic rosé, which for me as a professional is really tempting, because the nose, despite its youth, 2022, in many young rosé, you feel this bonbon character, which comes from the yeast, and which makes a lot of rosés so similar. So first thing here, it has this, I'll try to describe, it has this kind of a slight savory, freshly crushed, like cherry flavor to it, So, and a bit more intense, ripe, red, savory, kind of spicy nose to it, but beautiful purity as well. And it has this kind of spicy herbal cassis leaf, bay leaf note going through the nose as well. So it gives a really nice kind of lift and spiciness. And knowing that it is Cabernet Franc, it has these kind of typical herbaceous, pyrazinic notes. So definitely we have something also here. It's nothing yeasty here, but still a lot of freshness and very aromatic as well. But savory, I don't know how to translate it in French.
Savoureux.
Savory,
Gourmand.
it's something on the borderline between saline, sweet saline, these kind of flavors.
And maybe a pairing? Do you have an idea of the best pairing with this rosé now?
Wine and food is so subjective, to be honest, because I think that the main guideline is you need to eat what you like. But of course, this rosé, now I tasted it, it has a little bit residual sugar, as you mentioned.
Yes.
Yeah. So which gives
2 grams.
2 grams. So it gives a kind of very pleasant, ripe, juicy, cherry, crunchy kind of texture and quality. But despite all that, lots of freshness. So your mouth is salivating and really fresh.
I can feel it. It's...
Asking for another glass.
Ouais, j'aimerais juste le goûter, Laurent. And you've got... Et Laurent, tu veux des bonbons? Tu voulais faire goûter des bonbons? Oui?
Yeah. And we have a taste for you. Because some we feel like there is some, you say bonbon, kind of candy. Candy style. And Which kind of candy is it? So we have three candies here. One which is Ragibus.
I'm so bad in candy.
One which is crocodile. And one which is Smurf in English. And so it's more sugar to more kind of acidity. So tell us if it's a Ragibus style, crocodile style.
This is too aromatic for me.
Too aromatic?
No, Ragibus.
No Ragibus. Okay.
Yeah.
We are between crocodile. I mean, you will never have that into a contest, right?
Sure.
Championship.
And we had soil. We had pieces of rocks actually on the table.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a bit, I don't know
And
how to define it.
You have to smell the rocks?
No, if you're on the right track, if you're tasting Riesling or Grüner, you're probably in the Wachau with Gneiss or Slate or Löss or granite. But it was exciting. Okay,
Which one?
I'll choose this definitely because it has this kind of.
So it's a Schtroumpf. It's a Schtroumpf type of candy one.
Yeah, good choice.
Okay. Belgian characters, no?
Belgian characters, yeah.
Okay, so you know.
Yeah.
Belgian character.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
My pleasure, yeah. And if you speak about food, I would love this to have like a tuna tataki. So seared tuna, which is slightly fleshy, and then tataki style. You have this kind of teriyaki, soya, sweet and salty flavors going on, which could beautifully complement the slight ripe fruit character in the wine. The wine has flesh as well to cope with the fleshiness of the tuna, and bright, fresh acidity just to cope with the saltiness of the soya.
Yeah.
I'm done. Thank you.
What do you think about ceviche? Do you think it would work with the ceviche? But you have a little citrusy.
Yes. But I always say if you have a certain level of ripeness and maybe I don't want to call it sugar.
Yes.
We're speaking about 2 grams.
Yeah.
But still, if you taste ceviche, so you have this kind of bright, citric, fresh, acid character, and sometimes that can enhance the sweetness even more. So as long as you have some spiciness and some sweetness in the dish as well, which can balance the sweetness, because as we know, if you take a spoon of honey and then you crush on a lemon, it's like very, very acid.
Yeah.
So we need to have this balance between freshness, sweetness, acidity, and spiciness. Spiciness always goes really well with a slight sweet character. So, definitely, as long as we add some spice to it and maybe a slight sweetness.
Nice pairing. Laurent, how did you choose the name of the rosé?
The name is. We voted with the wine angels, which are the ambassadors for EDMUS. We voted for the name, and Marguerite was my grandmother's name. So she was the kind of character, a lot of spirit, emotions. She was my hero when I was young. So I'm glad that we all agreed on Marguerite. And I'm sorry, but Raimonds is very
That's
very
no
busy
problem.
today.
Thank you so much, Raimonds. Yeah.
For 3 hours.
Thank you.
Raimonds, thank you very much again.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank
you.
you.
Merci Laurent.
Thank you
Merci
very much.
Raimonds.
Leila. And thank you for all the audience we had. And so one is released on the 15th. And the link will be sent to the main newsletter for people to watch some bottles we put on the online.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Ciao. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thanks.
Bye-bye.